Governor Godwin Obaseki appeals for calm as Okada rider kills revenue collector in Edo State. So the governor have to, as the chief security officer of the state, had to lend his voice to ensure that there is decorum with especially the people are very angry, a lot of persons agitated with regards to what has just happened. We should never have been in the first place. Revenue collector, was killed by an Okada rider. How he did it, I'm not sure. I cannot tell you as at this moment, but this has sparked up a lot of reactions, and people are not, of course, this is not a pleasant or something that should happen. People are very, very angry, and the reactions has followed. Governor Gordon Obaseki, however, is calling for calm, and that please everybody should shield their sword and ensure that the support to bring this to an end. Well, this is happening in Edo State, and please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if this is your first time. God bless you. A revenue collector was reportedly stabbed to death on Tuesday night as the small town of Goigo Ikpoba, local government area of Edo State, by a motorcyclist. The deceased, a community youth leader who was simply identified as Osaze, died from the severe wounds inflicted on him by the motorcyclist following an argument over the payment of tax, which swelled into physical combat. Local youths went on a rampage, attacking innocent people when news of the death of the revenue collector entered town. An eyewitness who experienced and refused to disclose identity explained that the youths were incited when the killer head Hausa motorcyclist hurriedly flew into the fatal hurriedly fled after the fatal stab inflicted on the revenue collector. So you see, it's the same Fulani people. It's the same Fulani people causing this wahala. And Hausa, they will call them Hausa now because they don't want to call them the name that they are. They are trying to cover things so that you don't put eye on the Fulani herdsmen. What's going on in this country? I'll take that again. An eyewitness who refused to disclose his identity explained that the youths were incited when the killer Fulani herdsman motorcyclist hurriedly fled the scene after the fatal stab. He said the youth engaged other members of the Hausa community in the area in a fight and several injured. Some cycles were also burnt. Residents scrapped for safety, while shop owner of the suburb neighbor hurriedly closed their shop as a result of the incident of what is going on. Edo State spokesman Mr. Princewell, who confirmed the incident, however, added that he was not aware of any fatality, determining to ensure that the crisis does not escalate. Mr. Kingsley, Deputy Superintendent of Police, disclosed that the Commissioner of Police, Mr. Philip the boy, immediately swung into action and met with the elders of the community, noting that normalcy has returned to the area. Also, Governor Gordon Obaseki, who met with the community and our leader on Wednesday, expressed worry that the peace machineries put in place some years ago by his administration was not working as expected. He ordered that the peace committee be constituted and names of members submitted to his office before March the 1st so that they can put things in order. Nigerians recall the single incident of what is currently happening, and this incident is rather skyrocketing because many people are very angry and grieved at what the activities of these herdsmen. And guess what? The annoyance and the grievances is that the federal government apparently is doing nothing about it, is rather aiding them and saying nothing. The matter, they keep going in this regard, and nothing is being done to those who commit crimes. So it's very worrying, it's very disturbing. So A lot is going on, and people don't want to hear anything about this. These very people. People don't want to hear anything. Any Fulani herdsman, any Hausa, they are not grouped as the same. To say that not all Fulani herdsmen or Hausas are criminals or are committing crime. The bad eggs have rather spoiled the good ones, so much so that people cannot even be patient to hear who is a Fulani man or who is a Hausa man as a result of activities that are going on. People are not happy. I don't know, whatever discussion they were having that would have made him go ahead to stab somebody is somebody has lost his son. Probably he has a young wife and child, he has just, and he fled away. Whatever argument they were having, the next thing is resulting into violence or stabbing. Can you imagine? Then you expect the people to be quiet and to be smiling and to be saying, well done, you have done well, right? It doesn't happen that way. It does not happen that way. So Nigerians, people are very angry, especially at the government, the things they are doing. People are not happy. A lot of persons are not happy currently with what is on ground in the nation. No, 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 no. People are very upset. When you talk about upset, people are seriously upset, you see, and this is what is spiraling into what is currently going on. And that's why, when you look at the situation, when you look at the thing where things are going, you begin to wonder, are we really going to get this settled? Yes, we can. If we have a president, we have a leader who is honestly genuine, wanting peace. The first thing to do is to give a statement, speak to the people, understand their grievances, know what the agitation is. And after that, make a public statement. Go ahead, talk to your people, talk to them. If need be, then an executive order, this and this and this should be done to these guys who are found with this kind of equipment or ammunitions or whatever it is. By the time you start putting these things in place, before you know it, there is decorum, law and order, law and order. But when you have a leadership that is being perceived as aiding crime and criminality, what do you expect? People will be agitated, and every little thing they pick up on it, and it becomes a full-blown issue. And that's what is currently happening in Nigeria. That is what we are currently experiencing. So you see, it's either, the government shows that they are a government of the people or for a particular set, and however the case may be, it will show and people will know. You cannot hide it for too long. Leave us a comment. God bless you. Bye for now.